What's up, guys? This is Alex with GuitarForce.com. Today we're going to take a look at San-Ho-Zay by Freddie King. This was a support request by Mark, so thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate your support. We have a typical blues instrumental here with 5 sections all together. So what we're going to do, we're going to break it down section by section. You can download tabs at a really cheap price, and also a backing track for this lesson, which is going to be for free at GuitarForce.com. As far as the sound, again, I was using the VST plugin Guitar Rig, and again, I'm going to show you the picture of the preset that I was using. Also, if you would like to check out the cover playthrough of this instrumental, you can find the links in the description box down below, and also I'm going to post on the screen. So go ahead and check it out. This song is in standard tuning. And while you're checking out the picture of the preset, here is my low E for your tuning reference. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's take a listen to the first section, then we'll come back close up and start the lesson. Let's check it out. Alright, so the first section is a typical classical 12-bar blues in the key of C. And we have this riff going on which goes like this. So starts off on the second beat of the bar, and we started off with a double stop on the G and the B strings, 8th fret. Then we go to the D string, we play 10, 8, 10, 10. Then we're back to the double stop, playing it 2 times. To the D string, 10th fret. And then we go to A, 10, D, 8, 9, 10. And we're at the beginning of the riff again. So again, slowly, the whole riff goes like this. Okay, so we play this riff, and then when the progression changes to the F chord, we would go, instead of the 10th fret of the D on the C note, we go to the F note. So we have. And then we continue the riff as it is. Then we're back to C, so we play 10 on D. And again, we play the same riff. Now, when we go to the turnaround, we play the double stop on the 8th fret, and then we play on the D string 10, 8, 10, 8. Then it's followed by a rest of the next bar, and then again we repeat. Same thing, so we play a double stop, and then we play 10, 8, 10, 8. This is for turnaround, and we play it for 3 times. So then the ending is going to be, so we play the double stop, and then after that 10, 8, 10, 8 on the D, and then we play 10 on the D string, going to the G note, A string, 10th fret, and then we play a double stop on the D and the G strings at the 8th fret 2 times. Okay, so again, one more time. Okay, so that's the first section. Now let's take a listen to the second section. Alright, so in the second section it's a little bit longer, it's 15 bars, and it sort of emulates the singer, but we play the melody on the guitar. So we're going to break it down into phrases. The first one goes like this. So it starts off on the D string, 10th fret, then we go to G string 10, bend up a whole step, then play 8, and then onto the D string playing 10, 8, 10, 10, and then finish it off with the 8th fret on the G string. And then we have these two notes which are on the A string 10, D8. So one more time, the whole phrase slowly. Alright, so watch out for the rhythmical side of things. So this is the first phrase, the second phrase. So again, starts off on the D string 10th fret, then we go to G, and here we have kind of gradual bend, but we pick the notes. So we pick the G string at the 10th fret, and then we bend it up, bring it down, again pick it, then 8th fret, then we go to the D string, 10 to 8, then again back to 10 on D, one more time, 10 to 8, and then we have again on the A string 10 to the D, 8 to 10. Alright, one more time, the whole phrase. After that we have so it goes on the G string 8, 10, 8, 8. First one is hammer on. Then onto the D string 10, 8. Then 2 times 10, quarter note. And we finish with the 8th fret on the G. So one more time. Then the next phrase goes like this. Again, starts off on the D string 10th fret. Then we have the G string 10th fret. We have 2 bends. The first one is a little bit longer. Then we play again the bend. And then 10, 8 on the G string. Then one more time, 10, 8. And then onto the D, 10, 8. A little rest, and then we have this lick, which is on the G string 10th fret, bend it up. It's kind of fast and short, and then we go right into the 8th fret of the G, and then onto the D string 10th fret. So one more time. So we stay on this note for a whole bar, so 4 beats. And then into the second bar, when we go into the second bar, we stay for just the first 8th note. And then we have so on the D10, go into G8, 10, 8. And then playing 2 times 10 on the D. You can pull off to the 8th fret, there is a little rest, and then so we play 10 on D, 8 on G, then we have a quick pull off 10 to 8 on D, onto the A10. So. And then we have the ending. So it starts off with a bend on the G string 10th fret. It's a quick bend, then we have a quick 10th fret on the G again. And then we have a grace note, so that means we have a really fast hammer on from 8 to 10. Add some vibrato, and then we have so 8 on the G, and then quick pull off 10 to 8 on D string. And then after that, alright, so let me repeat that. Okay, so this is the first part of the phrase, and then we have So it starts off on the 10th of the D. Then we have on the G string 10th fret bend up a whole step. Then we play 10 to 8, same string, and then 10 on D, then back to G again, 10 to 8, and then 10 on D. So we stay on this note for a little longer, and then again we pick it again, and then we have this. So it's a double stop, starts off on the G and the B strings, 8th fret. Then all we do is hammer on onto the 9th fret on the G string. Then we play 10 on the B and the G strings. And then repeat again, hammer on from 8 to 9. Like that. And then we for the turnaround for the last chord for the G we play 10 on A, 8 on D and G, and then pick one more time the note. So let me play the whole phrase. This last part slowly goes like this. So that was for the second section. Now we go into the third one. Let's take a listen to that. Alright, so the first part of the third section we have sort of again riff going on, and it goes like this. So here we have a hammer on from 8th fret of the G and the D and the B strings, again double stop, onto the 10th fret, back to the initial double stop. And then on the D string we have 10, 8, 10, 10. And then the last again note we pick the double stop. So one more time. And then we have this, which is 10 on A to 8 on D to 10. And then again we repeat the riff. This time, the last note is going to be 8th fret of the D string. So we have, okay, and then again the same line. One more time, repeating the riff, like that, and then we have 2 more notes. Again, picking the D string at the 10th fret to 8 on the G, like that. So let me play the whole section from the start slowly. It goes like this. Okay, so now we come to the second part of the section where we're going to be playing some licks, and the first one goes like this. So it starts off with a gradual bend on the B string, 11th fret, full step, and then we go 8 on high E to the B string, 11 to 8. Then onto the G string we have a bend at the 10th fret, full step. Then we play 10, 8, 10, 8 on D, and then again we have this. So again, quick bend on the G string, 10th fret, for whole step, and then we go right into the 8th fret of the G to 10 on D. So one more time, the whole lick. After that we have So starts off 10th fret of the D, then we go to the G string 8, 10, 8, back to D string 10 to 8, 10, then we have 8 on G, quick pull off 10 to 8 on the D, 10 on A, 8 on D string. So. Nextly goes like this. Alright, so here starts off with a hammer-on from 8 to 9 on the G string. Then we go to the B, 8, 10. Then 10th fret of the high E string, bend up a full step. So we bend it up, then we kind of bring it down, and then we go 8 on high E, 11 on B, back to 8 on high E. Then we have on the G string 10th fret, bend up and bring it down. Then play 8, onto the D 10, back to G 8, and then we have on the G string 10, we pick it, bend it up, pick it, and bring it down again, pick it. Like that. And then we have, so again we have a grace note on the G string 8 to 10, back to 8th fret, and then on to the D string 10th fret. And then we have again the familiar descending. We've looked at it earlier. So one more time, the last phrase goes like this. Okay, so this is the third section. Now we go to the fourth one, and it goes like this. Alright, so this section is oriented more towards soloing, so we're going to break it down into licks. The first one goes like this. So here on the G string we have a hammer-on from 8 to 9. Then we go to B string 8 to 10. 8 on high E. Then we go back down to the D string 10 fret. And then on the G string 8th fret we have a quick slide bend. So, like that. Then after that we have next phrase goes like this. Alright, so this one is a little bit longer. Starts off again on the G string 8 to 9. Then we go to B 8. Then to high E 10th fret, bend up a whole step. Then we play 8 to 10 on high E, 10 on B, 8 on high E, back to B string 11 to 8. Then on the G string we have a bend at the 10th fret, whole step. Then we play 10 to 8 on the G, 10 on D, so. Alright, so this is the first part of the phrase. Then we have, so we have a bend on the G string, 10th fret, going to B8, high E8, B string 11 to 8, high E string 11th fret. It's a gradual bend and it's a slide bend, so it's kind of half a step. Okay, like that. Then we play 8 on high E, 8 on B, G string 10th fret, half step bend, and then we have a pull off. So on the G 10 to 8, pull off right after the bend. Onto the D string, 10th fret, add some vibrato, and then last note is going to be on the G string, 8th fret. So one more time, the whole phrase, slowly. Next phrase, again, is going to be a little bit longer. It goes like this. So it starts off on the B string, 8th fret. Going to high E, we play 11 to 8. Then we have a quick pull off, 10 to 8 on the high E to 10 on B. Then onto the high E again, 8 frets. B string 11, and then we pick it again and pull off to 8. 10 on G, 8 on B. Back to G string, we play 10, and then 8, 9. 8 on B, 8 on high E. 10 to 11 on B. 11 to 8 on B, and then 10 to 8 on G. So one more time, slowly. Alright, so the next phrase goes like this. So here we started off with the 10th fret on the D string, then we go to G, 8 to 10, and we go right into the bend. And while we bend up the string on the 10th fret, we then catch the high E string at the 8th fret. So we have this. And we do it for 4 times. And then the last, after the 4th time, we have just a regular bend on the G string. Bring it down, pull off to 8. And then we go to the D string, 10 to 8. And then back to 10th fret. Pick it once and then 2 more times. And we play again. Same ending. So this last phrase slowly goes like this. Okay, so after that we have the next section, which goes like this. Alright, so in this section we continue with soloing, and the first lick goes like this. So it starts off again with hammer on from 8 to 9 on the G string, then we go to B 8 to 10, high E 8, and then we go to the D string, 10 frets, and then we have this rhythmical figure, which is just between these two strings, the D string 10th fret and the G 8. So if I would play it slowly, it would go like this. Alright, so just use your ears to match the rhythmical figure, and you're going to be okay. So one more time, slowly. Then the next part of this phrase goes like this. Okay, so we shift positions now. We go to the 5th and 7th position here, and we slide into the 7th fret of the D string, and then we play on the G 5 to 7, back to 7th fret on the D, back to the G string again. We play 5 7 5, and then we are back to the 8th position right here, and we play 8 to 9 on the G, then onto the B string 8, 10, 8. Then we go to the high E, we have a bend at the 10th fret, full step, 8. Then we have a pull off, 10 to 8 on the high E. And then we catch the 8th fret of the B string. So one more time, this last part goes like this. Alright, so if I put the two parts together, slowly it would go like this. And then we go into this lick, which is it's kind of continuation of the previous phrase. So we go for the bend on the G string, 10th fret. Then again we catch this high E at the 8th. And we're back to the bending of the G string. Like that. Then the next one, it's just a quick bend again of the G string at the 10th fret, but we'll bring it down. And then we have a grace note from 8 to 10, so quick hammer on, and we go right into the bend. And we stay on it for a little bit longer, and then we play 8 to the D string 10, and we finish it off on the G8. Okay, so again I'm gonna play the whole thing from the beginning slowly. It goes like this. Alright, next part goes like this. Okay, so this one is a long one too. So we start off with the bend on the B string 11th fret. Then we play high E at 8, and we bend the B string at the 11th fret again. Then we have two bends, kind of short on the off beat, again on the 11th fret of the B string. Then we have another bend on the B string. We bend it up a full step, but then bring it down. And then we play 8 to 11, 10 on G. And then we are back to the B string 8th fret, G8, D10. Then we're back to G string, bend up a full step at the 10th fret, a little bit longer. High E8 to B string 11 to 8. So one more time from the beginning of the phrase. And then for the turnaround we have, so let's break down this part. On the high E we have 11 to 8, then 10 to 8, quick pull off, 10 on B, high E8, on the B string we have 11, and then pick it one more time, pull off to 8, quickly, 10 on G string, and then we have, so you can play it like a reverse rake, but it's still got rhythm to it. So basically we fret the 8th fret of the first 3 strings, and we drag the pick across the strings. Then we go to 10 on D, and then back to the G string, 10th fret, full step bend, 8. Then we are onto the D string, playing 10 to 8 to 10. Okay, so this last part of the lick, which is with the turnaround, goes like this. Okay, and the ending again is familiar. We'll play 2 times 10th fret of the D string, and then we have so again with the double stops, and then again kind of first inversion of this. Well, it's not first inversion, but the G minor chord, like that. So again, pick it that last note. All right, so let me play the whole section from the start so you can hear all of the licks, how they are connected together. We're going to be playing it slowly. It goes like this. Okay, so now we've come to the last section of the song, and it goes like this. Alright, so this last section is practically exactly the same as in the beginning, the first one. We have exactly the same riff going on. So nothing changes here. The only difference is the ending. It has this alternate ending. So we're going to take a look at that because the beginning is exactly the same. So the ending goes like this. So we have the double stop at the 8th fret of the G and the B strings. Then we play 10, 8, 10 on D, and then we have so it's a half step bend on the G string, 10th fret, and then we play 10 to 8 and 10 to 8 on the D. So we have this. And then again we have similar, well, it's exactly the same lick as we've looked at earlier. So we have a quick bend on the G string 10th fret, full step. Then we have 8 to 10 on D, and then we have so we play this. Right, 10 on D, 8, 10, 8 on G, back to 10 on D, and then we pick it 2 more times. It's kind of on the off beat, and then we have this figure. So 10 on D, 8 on G, back to 10 on D, and then we have this kind of rolling motion with one finger where we fret 2 strings with one finger. So 10 on G, back to 10 on D. Then 8th fret of the G, and then 10 to 8 on D. Okay, so again. Okay, then we have again, we've looked at this earlier before, but it goes like this. 10th fret of the G bent up a whole step, then pick the 10th fret, then we have a grace note from 8 to 10 on the G, 8, and then 10 to 8 on the D string. And just keep in mind the rhythmical side of things. Listen to that carefully. And then the last phrase goes like this. So it starts off on the off beat, 10th fret of the D string, Then we go to G string, we have a grace note from 8 to 10. And then we play 8, 10, 8 on the G. Then back to the D string, 10, 8, 10. And already we have this familiar ending. Alright, so nothing changes. So that's pretty much the whole section. Then after that we go into fade out, and again we're just playing the riff. Alright, and that's how the song fades out. So basically that's the whole thing. Alright guys, so that was it for this lesson. Hope you liked it. Thanks very much for checking it out. If you did like the lesson, please hit the thumbs up button. Also comment, share, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar related stuff. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, may the force be with you.